Hello, welcome to More Bikes. We just got back from the launch of the 2018 MT-07. There it is, you can see it, the MT-07. And I said I'll do a quick review of the bike when we just came back from the ride. We've done 240k on the bike, over about 6 hours or so, on the Ronda Road. If you know the Ronda Road in Spain, quite an iconic road. Not far outside Malaga. Big mountainous road, really fast parts, really nadgery little parts as well. So a good test of the bike. What can I tell you about the MT-07, the 2018 bike? Well, it's no different really to the previous incarnation. If you haven't ridden an MT-07, go and do it, because I guarantee you'll enjoy it. But this bike, you know, the greatest figures of it: 75 brake horsepower. What Yamaha has done is they've looked at the front suspension, the rear suspension, and they've stiffened it up a little bit more at pace. They've changed the plastics on the bike, around the tank in particular. It feels a little bit more substantial. The seat height is exactly the same as it was on the previous model, but the seat itself is much more comfortable. You've got more room, and it goes up into the petrol tank. You can just see it there. That transition is a lot better, and it actually makes it feel like it's a lot bigger. The seat itself is a lot bigger, and the seat is really, really good, one of the best in the class. The pillions there, they get a bit more seat too. We didn't manage to test with a pillion on board today, so I can't really vouch for that, but it's what Yamaha say, that there's more pillion space on there. Little niggles about the bike, really nothing that I can think of other than the, I'll show you, I'll bring it around here, this here, the key is still in front of the clocks. So when you're sitting on the bike, just come around, I can show you what I mean. So when you're sitting on the bike here, you've still got to reach over, as you can see there. I hope you can see that. That's where the key is. I don't like that, because if I put my bike key on my house keys or whatever, I want to be able to see them. Simple as that. Other things to tell you about the bike, really good. You'll live most of your life in between 3,000 and 7,000 RPM, which is what we did. We were doing all sorts of riding, like I say, nadgery bits, fast bits, and really you just up to gear when you're on the faster bits, but you kept between 3,000 and 7,000. But that's it really. Price will be around £6,500 on the 2018 MT-07 Yamaha. Makes about 75 brake horsepower. Well worth a look. For me, it's a more exciting proposition than a street triple, because the MT-07 is much broader scoped. You really can go and do a bit of everything on it, which is a hackneyed old cliche, and bike journos are ridiculous for the amount of times we trial that out, but you really can on this, and we have been today. We did a bit of motorway stuff, we did a bit of plodding through towns, you know, to get from one good bit of the route to the other. Then when we went onto the real good bits on the route, we went quite hard, and other bits where it was very nadgery, it was very easy to pick through, and the bike was just a delight. You just stayed between 3,000 and 7,000. It just drove out of corners really nicely. The brakes, just while I remember, the brakes are very good on this. I really enjoyed the brakes. Nothing special, just two pots, but you've got a disc either side. I've recently been riding a Harley with a single disc on another launch, and I really didn't like that, so it's just something that's in my head about the braking on the Yamaha. I really like the front brake on it. Other than that, yeah, it's a very, very basic bike, but it's basic in the right way. It's not basic in a way that will annoy you, or you'll feel that things are missing from it, and they're not. It's a great bike. I urge you to go and ride one. Give it a test ride. Doesn't matter if you're getting into bikes, you're going up and you want something a little bit bigger than you're on currently, or if you've got something bigger at the moment and you want to downsize, you want to come down to a bike that's a bit more manageable. Give this a go, because this is a cracking motorcycle. Yamaha should be very proud of it. They are. It's been a bestseller for them since it first came out in 2013, and this looks like continuing the trend. That's it for now with the 2018 Yamaha MT-07. Stay tuned for plenty more on More Bikes.